Hello, a small presentation on robot and effector. End effector. In robotics, an end effector is the device at the end of a robotics arm designed to interact with the environment. The exact nature of this device depends on the application of the robot. This example is just like a human finger arrangements. Types of end effector. Gripper used to grasp and hold object. Example, loading and unloading, etc. Second, tools. End effector designed to perform work on the part rather than to merely grasp it. Example, spot welding, spray. Mechanical grippers. A mechanical gripper is an end effector that use mechanical fingers actuated by a mechanism to grasp an object. The function of the gripper's mechanism is to translate some form of power input into the grasping action of the finger against the two way of constraining the part in the gripper in mechanical grippers. First is physical constrictions of the part within the finger. We can see in this figure the circular part is constraining in these two fingers because of the shape of pad to constrain the circular object, and second is friction between the fingers and the work part. In this figure we can see that the friction pad is used to increase the friction between finger and parts with some form of pressures. In the free body diagram, the gripping force acting on both sides and the weight is downward side for the friction increase due to the friction. Types of gripper mechanism. Different type of mechanism used to in gripping to actuating the grippers. As per actuating mechanism, pivoting movements and linear or translation movement. And as per type of kinematic devices, linkage actuation, gear and rack actuation, cam actuation, screw actuation, rope and pulley actuation, and miscellaneous. This the figure shows some linkage of robot grippers. In the figure 1, we can see that the actuation force is acting on this side, and because of this and the linkage, the gripping force acting this side, and same as this, the actuating force is actuating this side, and due to the linkage mechanism the gripping force is acting at there. And same in this figure and same in this figure. Maybe the several lots of other linkages used in robot. This figure shows the gear and rack method of actuating the gripper. This is the rack is moved in this direction, linear direction, in and out, and the gear is attached in both the side of this, and with the gear the one more rack is attached to guide the with the help of the guide rail is in and out the fingers gripping. And this is the figure shows cam actuated gripper. The same, the cam is moved in and out in linear motion, and because of the cam profile the linkage is moved in this side, and because of this linkage mechanism the gripping force acting on this screw type gripper actuation. We rotate the screw in clockwise and anti-clockwise to increase and decrease the gripping force. Gripper force analysis. It is very important to find out how much force required to actuate the gripper to a given gripping force. Suppose that the gripper is a simple, in this example, suppose the gripper is a simple pivot type device used for holding the cardboard carton as in figure. The gripper force Fg is required 60 pound. The gripper is to be actuated by a piston device to apply an actuating force Fa. The corresponding lever arm for the two forces are shown in this figure. The actuation force is applied on this side by the piston, and this is the gripper force. Answer: take a moment about the pivot arm by summed and made equal to 0. Use a simple engineering mechanics. Fg Lg minus Fa La is equal to 0, and Fg is 60 pound, Lg is 12 inch, and Fa we have to find out, and this is 3 inch. The next example on same analysis, the figure shows the linkage mechanism and dimension of a gripper used to handle a work part for a machining operation. Suppose it is been determined that the gripper force is to be 25 pound. What is the required if the compute the actuating force to deliver this force to? It shows with the similarity in this both the side of gripper. This is the dimension of gripping linkages and the actuation force, and this is the gripper. First, because due to symmetry of the gripper, we consider only one half of the mechanism. This is the one half of the mechanism, and this is the free body diagram of the mechanism. Now, then we have once again use simple engineering mechanics, take a moment and solve this equation. We have find F is 74.4 pound. The actuation force applied to the plunger to deliver the force 74.4 for each figure. So because this is we are taking one side of the mechanism, so this is the force used for one finger actuation. So we multiply by 2 because this is the 2, and the angle between the linkage and this is cos 45 degree. We have found actuation force is 1045.2 pounds. The other type of grippers is also widely used in robotic hand effector. It's a vacuum cup, magnetic gripper, adhesive gripper, and hook, scoop, and other miscellaneous devices. Vacuum cup, also called suction cups, requirement of the objects to be handled are that they be flat, smooth, and clean to form a satisfactory vacuum. If the satisfactory vacuum is not formed, this type of gripper is not grip a object. So for a satisfactory vacuum form, the object will be a flat, smooth, and clean. Gripper made of some elastic material, that is rubber, plastic, etc. The magnetic type of gripper, the main advantage of magnetic type of gripper, pick up very fast. Yes, variation in the part size can be tolerated. They can be handled metal part with the holes, and for this I can also add this is only used for magnetic metal parts. This is the iron, and last is require only one surface for gripping. Some disadvantage of is magnetic gripper is also including the residual magnetism remaining in the workpiece and picking up only one sheet from stacks. Adhesive gripper. Adhesive substance perform the grasping actions. It is only used for handle fabric or other lightweight materials only. And the hook, scoop, and other miscellaneous devices we can see is the customized hand effector. In this figure we can see that we have to hold a one cup shaped container. For holding this cup shaped container, we used the cavity of this. So we use a one expandable bladder, put in the cavity of this cup and fill the air in this bladder. This bladder is expand and grip the inside cavity of cup and grip the cup. This type of bladder or other scoops and other manipulation device as per the requirement of object. Tool as an hand effector. Hand effector is also used as directly as a tool. In most of the robot application in which a tool is manipulated, the tool is attached directly to the robot wrist. In these cases, the tool is the hand effector. Example: spot welding tool, arc welding tool, spray painting tool, rotating spindle for operations such as drilling, routing, wear brushing, wire brushing, grinding, liquid cement application for assembly, heating torches, water jet cutting tools, etc. Robot and effector interface. It is very important for a good working of end effector and robot. Important aspects for this interface is physical support during the work cycle. Power to actuate must be supplied through the interface. Control signal to actuate. Feedback signal. High reliability of the interface. Protection against the environment. First, physical support during the work cycle, achieved by the mechanical connection between the end effector and robot wrist. Ideally, three characteristics of this physical support is strength, compliance, and overload. In strength, its ability to withstand the force associated with the operation of the end effector. And compliance is referred to the wrist socket ability to yield elastically when this subjected to the force. In effect, it's opposite of the rigidity. Remote Center Compliances, its RCC device has been designed to provide high lateral compliances for centering the object relative to the hole. It is widely used in assemblies like put a bolt in a nut or in a hole in assembly. Overload protection. When some unexpected event happened to the end effector, such as a part becoming stuck in a die or a tool caught in a moving conveyor. Whatever the cause, the consequences involve possible damage to the end effector or maybe even the robot itself. To eliminate this potential damages, use breakaway feature in the wrist socket and sensors to indicate, so somehow take preventive action to reduce further overload. Power and signal transmission is very important to working of end effector. This power and signal transmission like a pneumatic, electric, hydraulic, and mechanical, or in a combination of. Gripper selection and design is very important for a good working of robotics arm or end effector. Mainly the end effector selection or a gripper selection is depend on the object we have to handle through it. Some factors should be considered in assigning gripping requirement. The part surface to be grasped must be reachable. The size variation of the part must be accounted. The gripper design must be accommodated. The change in size, this occurs between the part loading and unloadings. Consideration must be given on the potential problem of scratching and distorting of the part during the gripping. If the part is fragile or ductile surface, if there is a choice between two different dimensions on a part, the larger dimension should be selected for gripping. The gripper fingers can be designed to conform of the part shape by using resistance pad or self-aligning. And this is the one checklist table of factor in the selection of design and grippers. There are some factors used for consideration. Is a part to be handled, is the weight of and size of the part, shape, change of shaft during the processing, actuation method, mechanical, vacuum, magnetic, other type of actuation, power and signal transmission, which type of and combination of used, gripper force, how much weight of the object, how much gripper force we require, position problem, length of the finger, and etc. Service condition, number and actuation during the lifetime of gripper, operating environment, the environment of the end effector robotics arm working on, and temperature protection and others others main factors involved in this. Thank you and subscribe this channel for latest updates.